I'm John from Expert Boxing. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about the best drills and exercises to develop your range, your understanding of fighting range. The number one way to develop your range of skill is really just to fight a live opponent, right? The reason why, because live human beings, they move back and forth. Boom, they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, sometimes you can't predict which way they're going to go, and that's why it is so much harder to hit a human being than it is to hit a speed bag or a punching bag and all that. Okay, so I'm just going to put it that way. People try to understand their arm reach. A lot of times it's just getting used to understanding how your opponent thinks, right? Trying to understand it very quickly, in the moment going, hey, this guy wants to go forward, or hey, this guy wants to go to the side, or he wants to go back. But let's say you don't have an opponent, you have to use equipment. If you have to use equipment, I think the two best ones, mid drills. There are a lot of focus mid drills where your trainer can simulate a fighter's movement, right? Here, then he's over here, or here, he's over here. So mid drills are great for that. Another thing you can use is a double end bag, because it moves back and forth. Now a double end bag, hitting it straight on like this is pretty easy. The moment you try to hit it with the hook, that's where it gets very tricky. Double end bag is great for that, to understand the range of the hook. Another thing you can also use is a speed bag as well. Speed bag is, it's not so hard because you do the same thing over and over, but you're training your mind to be able to do the same thing over and over without thinking, right? So that's the idea. So yeah, a speed bag is something that you don't use any mental energy, and you just feel like, man, this is kind of like a monkey training, but that's the point of it. You're training your body how to do something without thinking, and you want a natural, instinctual reflex. The last thing I want to say in regards to developing range is, it's more than just knowing the reach of your arm, but it's knowing the timing, and it's developing the ability to get there in time, right? So a lot of times, I have to know that my opponent will be here. He's not there yet, but I time my punch and I time his movement to meet at the same place. So my punch and his face, they rendezvous somewhere in the middle between us. So it's about having the timing ability to get there at the same time, right? You cannot practice hitting something that's already there. That's not realistic of a fight. In a fight, you're hitting something that you're throwing to a place that it hasn't arrived yet, right? You're arriving in the future, so put it that way. If you'd like to see more great boxing tips, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also check out my website, expertboxing.com. Thanks for watching.